The city of Portsmouth has been hit hard by crime this year. So far, police say there's been a total of 23 homicides.
And it's July, 7 months in. The latest, the murder of a 25-year-old killed early this morning, and a shooting before that sent a boy to the hospital. Police are now asking the community to pitch in and help.
News 3 reporter Antoinette Delbel has more on how the city is trying to fight crime.
Community members want the bloodshed to stop. They say it needs to be a joint effort between police and neighbors, and say more needs to be done to show if the efforts to curb crime are working.
There's not enough going on. I mean, it's good to say what you're doing, but I mean, we need to see more action.
Longtime Portsmouth community member and activist Cedric Cradle wants grassroots groups and police to step up and stop the seemingly endless cycle of gun violence plaguing the city.
Instead of being reactive, we could be more proactive with a lot of these crimes, and that's what's not happening.
Cradle formed Unseen Tears to provide support and free portraits to families who've lost loved ones to gun violence. He's now planning on reaching out to the family of the latest murder victim, Dalen O'Shea Spence. Police say he was shot and killed on Paul Revere Drive in the early morning hours Monday. He was 25 years old.
We try to give him hope and to let them know that we're here for them.
Detectives are now looking for this black Chrysler they believe is tied to Spence's death. And several hours earlier on Sunday, police say a boy was shot and killed on Tejo Lane. There's still no suspect in that case.
Any one of us could be another victim. And so in order for that not to take place, we need everyone to come forward.
Mayor Shannon Glover says the city's crime tactics are working, including boots-on-the-ground violence interrupters and meeting with families to isolate issues. Glover says the recent shakeup in city leadership and disharmony on council have not distracted law enforcement and grassroots groups from their continued work.
I applaud them for holding the line and keeping our community as safe as it can be and helping those families. That's what we need to focus on.
Still, Cradle says the focus could be stronger and is hopeful the new city manager and interim police chief will bring about some serious and tangible change.
We're willing to work with anybody down in the city to curb this violence.
City Manager Tanya Chapman would not answer our questions about what initiatives she believes are working to prevent gun violence. Meantime, a spokesman for the city tells me the city council and the police chief will meet this week to talk about one of her new plans called Rock the Block. In Portsmouth, Antoinette Delbel, News 3.